That should be interesting. 6 women who orgasmed, 1 fake. It's gonna be very, very interesting, man. Let's get it popping. We brought together 6 women who
I've
orgasmed.
orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
One of them is lying.
So I'll start with kind of like my ish. I kind of like stayed away from sex for a while, but then I went to college, had that college experience.
Had that college experience. What the fuck is that? What's that? What's the college experience? Please enlighten us. What's the college experience?
It's kind of progressed a lot from there
Was it your first orgasm in general or with someone else?
with someone else.
For me personally, I was never really concerned with like dating or a relationship. And then I met this guy in class and our first hookup like did not go as planned, as I feel like it never does.
Yeah.
Then I like came out to California and I started like dating, and I think that's when like I had my first orgasm. I feel like there were times where like you fake it because like, you know, you might love him or you might not love him. And it's like, let me just do what I can in this moment.
There was something just sus about her. She's too sweet to be able to like say her piece in bed. I didn't finish because of a partner.
So there's something sus about her. Like she didn't really go into too much detail basically. Like she kind of gave like a very, I don't know, like generic type of story.
Until I realized I was
Like there was no
lesbian,
depth
so
there.
I was just like with guy after guy after guy, and I was like, why isn't this working?
isn't
Like
working
something's
here.
just not clicking. And I definitely thought it was like something about me or my body. Like I thought I was being difficult. And then I was like, oh, it's not a me thing like at all.
Yeah.
4 years ago was when I got sexually active, and my first time also was terrible. It was at this situationship.
Wait, so when did you have your first orgasm?
With a partner would be 4 years ago when I was in that situationship.
Oh, like even though it was like
Yeah,
not
that
great,
first
like
time
it
was
still
bad,
happened.
but we still, yeah.
Oh, okay. Word.
Yeah, you think, shoot, I wish I stopped after
You wish you cut it loose.
Yeah.
I didn't have my first orgasm with a partner till I was like 21. I feel like that goes into a lot of sex education and being taught like sex is for like babies and not to achieve orgasm. But it happened.
Yeah.
And now it keeps happening.
I would say the first time I actually
Interesting.
orgasmed with a partner, I was 21. It was just kind of funny because I didn't
21?
realize it until I like got married. I'm like 3rd generation, like hyper religious family, so church girls.
I like purity ring and everything.
Yeah.
Like it was rough.
Let's see, man. Who do I think is lying? She's definitely a little sus. I feel like it'd be too obvious to go with her. I feel like she did. I don't know why, but I'm getting vibes that she's lying. But then she might be lying too. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
She was like giving me like young, innocent vibes.
Just off of like initial stories, I felt like hers was the most vague.
Something she said threw off my gaydar. I'm usually really good at detecting women who go both ways, so that was a surprise.
Ah, they think she's lying. Ah, so 2 for Jada and 3 for her and only 1 for the other girl. How about I feel like it's probably none of them. It's probably her. But then again, I don't know, man. They honestly all could be fucking lying.
Wow.
Really?
Oh, bye, Mia.
Bye. Just based off of the first initial take, it's kind of hard to relate to my story, or it seems very like fantastical or weird. So it kind of makes sense.
I have a question. What was your best sexual experience?
Sexual experience or best orgasm?
Ooh.
Ooh. I would say, I like saying like experience.
You want to share first?
Sure. I would say actually recently I went for my friend's birthday
Fun.
and we went out to a bar. That was my first time going home with somebody.
Oh, wow.
And I think that was my favorite for sure, just because the spontaneity.
I love how like they're literally looking, they're literally hearing each other's stories, but like they're also like putting on their cap detector, and like they're literally analyzing everything you're saying, everything, like your story has to be ironclad, realistic as fuck. If it's not, because like especially with women, like women are gonna spot bullshit like to a T, especially with other women. So they're gonna know if you're lying or not, or they're gonna have a pretty strong indicator if you're lying.
Older, so he just really knew what he was doing.
love that.
Okay. I feel like mine isn't the best one to go off of, but it was the best experience for me. I was on my period.
Mind you, they don't believe her, like especially her. She already don't fuck with her. Already.
So maybe TMI, I don't know. But there was just something about her. I was like, I don't care, you don't care, and
I
then it
love
just
that.
happened, and I was like,
That's hot. Yeah.
ugly face, everything.
See, I've had guys where they're like, like we need to stop. So I've had multiple experiences years back with older men, like mid-30s to 40s. There was one experience, it was just like, it wasn't planned, like it was just in the moment, and like he just knew what he was doing, and it's like the like grabbing me and like just take, yes.
I've been in theater. That doesn't feel convincing to me.
I think for me was
Yeah,
actually.
they not feeling each other, yo. Them two definitely not feeling each other. Yeah, I mean, it definitely seemed a little extra for sure. It definitely seemed, but that could just be her personality though. You know, it definitely seemed extra as fuck though.
Actually, like a guy that I just met in college. Me and my friends always make the joke, like if they ask me.
But a
for
lot of their
like,
stories
I'm gonna
sound
go see
vague.
Rocket ship, because that's what I called him. Like that's what it felt like. In that moment when you've never had an orgasm and it happens, I just feel like it's like stars, just like. That's what it felt like to me. So
For me, this threesome I had with the well-known guy and his girlfriend, he had like a playlist like Drake and The Weeknd,
the vibe.
and like it was just it's a lot of like sexual tension in one space.
That's like the main part of it, I feel like, is not.
Wow, I feel like she's definitely telling the truth. I feel like she's most like I feel like there's a lot of their stories are like just very, I don't know, but I feel like more confident in her fucking stories than I do these four. I don't know why. Because these two do not fuck with each other at all. They're going to cancel each other out. And I don't know. I just feel like it's her. Now, she's out here having threesomes. She really be getting down.
A lot of like sexual tension in one space.
That's like the main part of it, I feel like, is not just like specifically the sex, it's the experience of it.
Exactly.
Because me specifically, like, I'm not gonna come like just from like,
Well, that's
you
what I
know?
was gonna say is like.
Well, most women don't come from penetration. I mean, that's already been scientifically proven. So most women don't. And if you didn't know that, then I mean, it's I don't know. Don't know
I
what
wouldn't
to tell
say
you.
it was like the best sex of my life, but when I think like sexual experience, that's the first one because there was such a mood. And of course, like since I'm like the guest star, I'm like extra paid attention to.
Yeah.
So I was like doing things. I was on like my head doing like a handstand.
I love
like,
it.
Haley be
was
getting
crazy.
down.
So
All right,
with
Haley.
that in mind, like, what does an orgasm actually feel like to you? Because I said it feels like a rocket ship, like a spaceship.
Honestly, like for me, your body like tenses up. How I kind of feels like melting sometimes, but then sometimes like if you change the momentum and it's slow, it feels like butterflies and bubble. You know what I mean? I feel like every orgasm to me is like definitely different.
Yeah.
One way of putting it is like, I feel like I'm gonna pee. Like, I have to focus. Like, I have to like make it happen. Otherwise, like if I stop thinking about it, then it's not. Then it doesn't.
I'm the same.
I've heard some people like say that who aren't like really experienced sexually. So I was like, maybe she's just trying to go off like internet resources.
I feel like I honestly blank out. I feel like it's one.
Wow. A lot of these chicks are just, yeah, they are just so like invested in finding like the catfish. Like they really are looking at each other like look at her. Like she like don't even. That's crazy. I mean, obviously that's the whole point of this whole thing, but it's to find who's lying. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like out of everyone here, I believe her. I believe that she's really out here fucking like that.
It's an out of body
I know
experience.
everyone says it like is white hot, but I just blank out. I feel like it's just like one of the few times I can really like let go and just be present because my brain is just always going on.
So it depends. If it's the first orgasm, because I have this thing where like once I come, I can like keep coming like 10 times like in a row. I've had orgasms where it's just like yours, where it's like I really had to like concentrate to get there, and then others where I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, I had to listen to Celine Dion up there. I was having a moment.
They do not
her
fuck with JC.
recollection of her orgasm, it felt very like by the book.
They do not fuck with her,
I was
yeah.
like, it's Sarah, Jada, but then Jada was like, oh, I call my guy Rocket Man. You only give nicknames to some good
Oh.
Yo, Haley be getting down out here, y'all. Guarantee you. Fucking guarantee you. She be getting down with some niggas, bruh. She be getting down with some black dudes. Guarantee you she do. I don't know her from a hole in the wall, but I guarantee you she be getting down with black dudes. Guarantee it.
Thing about it taking so long for me to get there with a partner, and then when I said church girl, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd wish to play the game, please raise your hand at this time.
Okay, wait, I have a question. When did it come to the understanding, or if you always had it, where an orgasm is about both people?
I would say in college, because I, like you, I wasn't really into it sexually. That's when I was interested in learning about other people, especially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After I left my 4-year relationship, he had told me like, oh, no one's ever gonna love you. Like, no one's ever gonna wanna have sex with you again. Like, literally those words. And every partner after that, I've been like focused on them. Like, it's never been about me. It's always been about how can I please them.
I was thinking, okay, well, maybe she switched tactics, and that's what really brings her pleasure, is bringing other people pleasure.
I was never really a sexual person anyway. Like, I had the purity ring. I was saving myself for marriage.
My answers were around church. I was raised like super Catholic. And so for me, it didn't even really conceive in my head that like, oh, this is for women too, because everything is so like serving for the man, cooking, cleaning for the man, having a household for the man. I didn't even literally start like thinking like, I want to come too, till I was like 21. And that was like our cultural influences and women talking about sex and being more
she's
open.
definitely the
It's
most
for both
believable
people.
here.
It's not just like me giving all to you.
I mean, she's believable too, but like, I don't know, man. It's just that the right side of the room or the left side facing? Like this side, like whoever was on this side, like they're getting, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because I'm like, what am I here for?
I have a question. So how did you feel the first time someone was able to get you there? Like, especially because it sounds like a lot of us had religious backgrounds. Like, because I know the first time I felt it, it took me a second to feel okay.
Yeah.
And like, I remember during the whole process just feeling like I was being watched. Like, I have a lot of like deceased loved ones too. So like, just feeling like
I was being watched. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, you know, like I definitely have like, I felt that once or twice. So I know what she's getting, like you feel like, you know, you feel like your loved ones, like your past loved ones are like ghosts that are just watching you have sex. I've definitely had, so you know what, I take it back. I know exactly what she's talking about.
they were watching me.
Am I doing something bad?
Oh, you
Like,
guys!
I know.
That's how that's what's like put in your mind.
It
though.
is.
Yeah. Like mentally what you go through.
Then later on, it's like, shoot, they can watch what they want to.
Damn.
One of the things was the white shirt. I don't know, when I think of white, I think of purity. She also said something about how she wanted to save herself for marriage.
Right, she also did say, exactly, she definitely did say that. So that definitely, you know, kind of, I don't know. She might be out of here for that.
She had a purity ring, so I'm like, if you add all those things together.
Yeah.
Felt like she was kind of like talking a little too much and trying to explain her story to where we believed it. What? Okay. I felt like I was very authentic with my story. I think I talked a little more about my past experience with my Christianity, plus the white shirt. I think they kind of went for that too.
Damn, see? Yeah, that's crazy how girls be knowing shit. Like, certain stuff, like, doesn't even, like, compute in my head, like, just as a guy. Like, I wouldn't even have thought about that until, like, she said that. But then, like, until, like, you know, what's the name? The other girl said that about the white shirt thing. I wasn't even really thinking about it. And then she was like, oh yeah, I guarantee it was probably the white shirt. That's crazy, yeah.
If the lights turn green, that means that you have all voted the mole out and you win. If the lights turn red, That means the mole is still in the box and you all lose. In 3, 2, 1.
No, I knew it! Oh, no!
Will the mole please step forward? In 3, 2, 1. I knew it!
Ah!
I'm so bad at this.
No!
Yo. I'll tell you. I knew she was fucking though. I know she was definitely fucking out here. For sure. I knew that. Like, she was just way too, like it was way too believable. I was like, damn, yeah, nah, man. It screams at me. Yeah, she be fucking out here. The rest of them were a little shaky. But I knew the mole was on that side where she was. I didn't know who, but I knew it was on this other side.
You! I like to think I had intuition. When the light turned red and there was 3 of us, I was like, I knew it was Jada! And it wasn't!
I have never come from someone else giving that to me. I enjoy sex all the time. Nobody has really taken the time to learn how to make me come, I guess. So I love talking about sex because I think that there's this narrative that everybody should be able to come just, and I don't. And I still have fun and I still learn a lot about myself.
Wow, you got us good.
Yeah, I was nervous.
Never would have guessed.
My biggest goals today was
Okay.
to use my authentic experiences without inherently lying.
Probably should have paid more attention to her. Yeah, that's a woman that gets what she wants, and she did. Dang it.
Oh, damn.
I wanted to come here today to show that sex is just so different for everybody. And
That's it for that. But that was interesting. Yeah, I definitely knew what's name was fucking out here, man. And I guarantee you she got like I guarantee she be dealing with some thuggish niggas, man. Guarantee you she do.